don't know what that means, but maybe I'd be better off with things that can't be locked. I'm breaking out of boxes, taking off these chains. Don't need your expectations. No, I'm building my own name. Don't lock me up.
Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. That's pretty much how I feel today. Ah. There.
Hey, you want coffees?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. You want coffee?
I could amp on coffee.
You want a coffee? You want a coffee, Jay? For sure I want a coffee.
Black coffee or what?
Oh, yeah, caramel frappuccino lavos.
Oh my goodness. Well, today, we are going to have Tim Johnson on here. He is a Bellator heavyweight fighter. I believe it's tomorrow or Saturday. He's fighting Fedor Emelianenko. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but he's a good buddy of mine. He's an Army veteran, still currently serving in the National Guard. He's a hard worker. He's a badass dude. But they called him in for another interview at the moment, so it's going to take a second for him to get here. He probably won't get in for the next 30 minutes or so. So we just do what we do like any other day. We'll hit some sponsors. We'll get some questions. What's up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a good morning. Nothing else to fucking say right now. Let's hit a couple sponsors real quick. Core Medical Group is my jam.
What's up? It's your boy VinnyRoc from the VinnyRoc podcast. Just want to talk about Core Medical Group. Yes, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I use it. It's very important that you guys go get your blood work done. Hit them up. I could give you a number to my personal dude. He will square you away. For some reason, us over 25 guys who've been in the military and now out have a testosterone issue. You want mental health, you want physical health, you want personal growth. Go hit them up. Check out Core Medical Group. Oh, you know what else they do? Erectile dysfunction meds. None of my business. None of my business. But I promise, if you guys are interested, they'll be discreet. Send it to your house, directly to you. Telemedicine type shit. Your boy loves you. Go hit him up. Core Medical Group.
Core Medical Group. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to give it one of these. Hey, thumbs up. Those are my little emotes that I still haven't uploaded to. What's up? I still haven't uploaded those to Twitch like I said I was, because I take on too many projects at once. Pretty much. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, today we got Tim Johnson coming on. It's pretty cool. Hey, I started working with my buddy. Well, I've been working with my buddy for a while. He's with Supreme Lending. You guys should check it out. I had to make a video so you guys can understand what you need to do. If you guys are interested in refinancing a house, or even just buying a house and getting some lending figured out, you know, getting pre-qualified and everything else, you can hit them up. I actually really love them, and I'm probably going to refinance my house again, because why the F not? Either way, you guys check out this sponsor.
What's up, guys? Billy Beach here from Supreme Lending. Just wanted to take a few minutes to reach out and give you guys an opportunity to reach out to me with all of your VA loan questions. I've done a handful of loans for Vince, and actually a lot of guys through the Drinkin' Bros, the podcast. I've been a lender for over 20 years. I'm a veteran myself, 10 years Air Force. Done thousands and thousands of VA loans, and we just really want to be here to support you guys. So go check out the website, www.billybeachfinance.com. Up at the top, there's a little red button that says says for information from VinnyRoc podcast. Click that, enter your information in there. Any questions you have, any scenarios, guys, if you want to know specific things about the VA loan, if you're getting answers from your current lender or realtor or whatever that don't seem right or you have confusion, reach out to us. We just want to be a source of information. Obviously, we're here to do loans as well and help you guys out. But if you need anything from us, BillyBeachFinance.com, little red button at the top, fill out the form, and we'll get you taken care of.
Hells yeah, my man Billy Beach. If you guys are a veteran, you have questions on your VA benefits and your VA home loan, that's someone that I go to for all the questions. Something that I didn't know that you guys could know is if you wanted to get a second property on your VA loan, you can. It all based on, I believe it's how much you make in your credit score. But if you make decent money, say you're, I don't know, I think it's an officer level type stuff or higher enlisted, and you have good credit, you could actually use your VA loan for a second purchase and potentially start putting some money away. Remember when we talked about this financial literacy, being able to use your benefits to help you in the future, maybe get a rental property or something like that. I know the first primary one has to be your primary residence. After that, it doesn't. So that's something I'm looking into myself because trying to start have my money make money, motherfucker. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing this morning? I am absolutely tired, like I always am. Just trying to get through it. I'm just waiting on my boy Tim. He probably won't get in here for another 20 minutes or so. I actually have no idea because he's in the middle of doing all his little interviews in I believe he's in Russia, man. To be honest, I think he's in Russia. So it's kind of crazy. Oh, yes. So what's going on today? Anyone have any questions? Please go ahead and ask. I'm still here trying to wake up. Let's do this one because it wakes me up.
Splitting these lanes, making sure the streets all know my name. Made a few dollars, but ain't nothing changed. A lot of new faces, but my friends still the same. Cause this is how I roll, this is how I ride. Keep it 100 till the day that I die. This is how I roll, this is how I ride. Got me a band of brothers by my side. Got me a band of brothers by my side. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. Blood, sweat, and tears, wishes, shining beers. Lot of travel miles in this rear view mirror. Watching my back, but never running from my fears. Made a few wrong turns over these years. This is how I roll, this is how I ride. Keep it 100 till the day that I die. This is how I roll, this is how I ride. Got me a band of brothers by my side. Got me a band of brothers by my side.
Good morning. Sean, what's up from YouTube? I see you. Shub, Twitch. Hey, Shub, you're going to have to hit me later so I can figure out how to upload these damn emotes because they're just sitting in my email and I want to set them up so y'all can snatch them up. That's what I'm trying to figure out because never done it before. So, now I'm trying to, I had them made and everything and I don't even know what to do with them. They're just sitting there. So that's what I'm trying to work on. I don't know what I was going to do is share this to my personal page, but sometimes I have some trouble doing that. Let's see. If I click on this as me, it doesn't let me do it. I gotta figure that out. Either way, good morning, Dark Lord. Who is that on Twitch? Who's Dark Lord? Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell. It's one of my buddies, I'm sure. Waiting for Tim Johnson, Bellator heavyweight, fighting Fedor. He's gonna hop on here soon, whenever he's ready. Let me send him a link, so when he does get on, copy to my clipboard, mail it to myself. Anyone else want to jump in here real quick? You guys are more than welcome to if you got time. Just killing time right now. Oh shit! What am I doing? Paste. Boom. Boom. I'm new. Love it. Love it. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I have emotes, but I haven't uploaded them yet. One of these days I'll have everything organized. Right, Shooby-Doo? Let's see. How do I'm going to get this. Send it to him real quick. Copy. Let's see if I can post it to him. Boom. All right. So when he's ready, he'll jump in here. I don't want to interrupt him when he's in the middle of his big interviews over there in Russia or whatever it is. So, yeah, no. Crazy stuff going on with In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out. It's one of my favorite places to eat. You know why I love In-N-Out? Anyone else like In-N-Out? But I love In-N-Out because back in 2000, oh man, when was our earthquake? It was 1990 Northridge earthquake. Let me see. Northridge earthquake. I can't spell this morning. The Northridge. What the hell is this? We're talking the big Northridge earthquake, dog. When was that? That's what I'm looking for. 1994, the Northridge earthquake. Man, that was a life changer. You've had Five Guys? No comment. Dad joke. Yeah, Five Guys is good. It's actually one of my favorite places to eat, to be honest. I like their burgers. I like burgers. There's certain burgers I really like. In-N-Out is one I love because during the Northridge earthquake, what I was going to say was, right, like In-N-Out always had those commercials that says, old school commercials. We've got I know the In-N-Out and Whataburger war is so stupid. I don't believe they're both shit burgers, but I think the fight of it is stupid. Texans love everything Texas. Let's just say that. I've lived in Texas for many years. If it's from Texas, Texans love it. They'll never deny it. What up, Billy? And so that's In-N-Out Burger. I love that place because during the earthquake, we had no power for about 7 days, 6 days. Anyone could correct me on that, something like that. And the only place that had food that wasn't like an MRE or some whatever the hell you had in your house was In-N-Out. And the line was so long that my sister and her boyfriend at the time, or friend at the time, I don't even know what it was, they went to In-N-Out. I think they got there like at 11, but they didn't get home till about 4 because the lines were down the road. It was the only place that had like fresh food because they don't have freezers there. They don't have, it's kind of like they pride themselves on, one of the commercials, we've got no freezers, we've got no microwaves, like this whole thing. Either way, that's kind of the cool thing about it was there when we all needed it. And it was crazy as hell. And so I've always loved In-N-Out since then. It's this thing. It's an emotional attachment to the place. So when I moved to Utah and I saw there was In-N-Out, I was like, yeah, man, I could actually live here. I love it. Here's the Whataburger In-N-Out struggle. He says, I think I'm the only Texan that admits Whataburger's crap. But then again, I'm the one of the two that like tea unsweet only. Ah, you like unsweet tea. You're weird as fuck, bro. That's cool, though. I hate Whataburger. I absolutely hate it. I think Whataburger's freaking terrible. I think Whataburger is Whataburger aligns itself with it to me. It's the same as Dairy Queen, which Dairy Queen. Good morning, Dawn. A Dairy Queen is the same as their focus is ice cream, not burgers. So that's how bad I think Whataburgers is. I'm sorry, Whataburger, if you're watching. Oh, yeah, Whataburger's terrible. I'm waiting on my boy Tim Johnson. He's a Bellator heavyweight. He's going to jump in here whenever he's done with his interviews. It could be in an hour. It could be who knows when. So I'm hoping it's in the next 30 minutes. So then we have him on here and you guys get to check it out. Yeah, the only time Whataburger is good is at 2 a.m. when you're freaking drunk. I know. That's the only time I used to ever eat it. It was the last option. That is the truth. What's up, big dog? Says, hope all is well, big guy. It is going, man. It's going. Man, I got people from everywhere. Anyone from LinkedIn? If you're from LinkedIn, make a comment because, yeah, man. Make that comment. I was stationed in Pendleton to see this. How do we get on burgers? Right outside of base, man. The sourdough bacon burger was untouchable. Carl's Jr. sourdough, but yeah, that's a good sandwich. That is a good freaking sandwich. Carl's Jr. You're right. The sourdough bacon burger is great. That was one of my all-time faves. That's one of my faves, dog. Love that one. I eat Jack in the Box. I was a 2 a.m. Jack in the Boxer. I'd get 4 tacos. Sometimes I'd get the egg rolls, which is very weird. Oh, yeah, I'm on LinkedIn too. Yeah, that's cool. Good. But yeah, so let's see. I was a 2 a.m. If you live in LA, you know Tommy's Burger. There's one that's 24 hours off Roscoe. That was my jam, bro. I'm still going to get that one. Sometimes we get offset really late on Mayans. Sometimes we get offset really late, and right around the corner in Santa Clarita, there's a Tommy's. That thing is in the worst placement for me, man, because I get weak. I get weak when I'm tired. I'm like, yep, I'll take double with all the fixings. That stuff is good. Tommy's the best. Tommy's a good burger. How about Fat Burger? And y'all ever eat Fat Burger? That's one my parents love, and I've never been they put relish on the burger. That kind of threw me the fuck off. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Yeah, let's see. I have to get caught up on the Mayans. Yeah, you do, bro. Get caught up on the Mayans. Season 1 all the way to season 3 currently right now is on Hulu. You can stream it. I don't know where else you can watch it, but we got season 4 coming around the corner. And hopefully season 5, 6, 7, 8. It all depends on y'all. You know that, right? Like, if the show keeps going, it's because you guys are watching, because you guys are supporting. I know a show I'm supporting in the next couple weeks. Yellowstone. Damn. That one's coming out season 4. Season 4? Season 3? Season 4. Man, that's such a good show. That's such a good show. I'm watching right now. I'm currently watching season 3 of You. Oh my God. That's a show that'll make you freaking cringe. When I was stationed in Fort Hood, I noticed people only either Whataburger or In-N-Out is after a night of drinking. They have In-N-Out there in Fort Hood. Huh. I don't care where you're at any time. In-N-Out lines in Utah are always packed. Always packed. You guys ever had a Cane's chicken fingers or chicken tenders? We just got one open here by my house. And the line, it's been probably 6 months, and the line is always packed. That shit's annoying. It ain't even that. Like, it's a chicken tender. Calm down. I like their toast more than anything, to be honest. Let me get that. Truth. Oh, man. Did Facebook say they're changing their name? What is that about? What would you say Rex Canes is? But what is that? Where is that place at, Rex? I've never heard of that. Canes is chicken tenders, bro. That's all it is. Chicken tenders. There's nothing special about it. It is just a chicken tender. They got a nice Texas toast that I like. That's about it. It's just a place you can get tenders. So it's like if you need tenders for the kids and all that, boom. College Station. Got it. If you're ever down in Eagle Pass, Texas, I said this before. Eagle Pass, Texas has the place if you want some tenders. Man, there's a place called Roadies. You get tenders and you can get chicken gizzards. You ever had a chicken gizzard? Chicken gizzard is like kind of chewy, but it's kind of good. It's almost like it's like the chicken's version of what the texture would be of what is it? The texture of what is it called? When you get calamari. You know when you get calamari, the texture of calamari is almost the same texture of chicken gizzards. And I don't know why. I would never have tried those in my entire life, but when you live down on the border, you got to kind of try with the delicacies of the town. And in Eagle Pass, Texas, there's a place called Roadies. It is the freaking best. I get chicken tenders, I get lemon pepper, and hot sauce, and ranch, and spicy fries, or something like that. And then just eat that shit up. That was like man, those are the best days. Squid Game. I watched Squid Game. I loved Squid Game. Squid Game was dope. I absolutely loved it. I love chicken liver. What? Aftertaste is coagulated blood. Woo. But it's getting me hungry now. My man Joe. My man Joe, what up, dog? We've had some long nights in Del Rio together, haven't we? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of good food on the border. In Texas, though, Texas stresses me out sometimes because the Tex-Mex I'm not a fan of. Let's see, what is this? Better than eating nope. Placenta. Have you seen that? Is there any women watching right now? Why do women want to eat the placenta of their kid? What is that? I've tried to read on it and said it's kind of healthy, but where did that start? That's an interesting one. Not a fan of that. Doesn't sound great. Kind of crazy. Man, I'm hoping my boy's gonna be able to jump on here with us because he's in the middle of his whole interviewing and all that stuff. Hail to the no. Good morning. Is Darwin. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get to a sponsor real quick, and I'm hoping my man Tim's coming up soon. Let's go with.
My name is Mike Barker, founder of Hero Sports. We're out here playing some softball tonight. Hero Sports is a nonprofit organization for veterans and service members, an organization to increase your health and wellness, to find yourself once you get out of the military.
My name's Adrian. I was military police in the Army for about 11 years. When I returned in 2012, I didn't really have a home. Learned about Hero Sports, and it's amazing. I've been able to play softball. I've been able to get into other avenues.
My name is Bryant Jacobs. I met Vince and asked me what my goals were, and I told him I had always wanted to play softball, so he looked at me and said, set it up.
The biggest thing for me is just showing up, right? Get these guys here to the field. It's in itself is important. I guess that's the big win, right?
Yeah. What is this? You bring a taco like, man. Do you quietly judge people for eating? Do I quietly judge people for eating flour tortillas, or is it cool? I like flour tortillas. I like flour tortillas. I'm down with it all. I don't, I don't judge nobody, dog. A taco's a taco. Shit, if you roll a pizza, it's a taco, man. I love it all. I love it all, man. How's that? What? I have no idea. Roberto Bat. Oh, bro, what up, dog? It's sitting in my office right now, bro. I have it in my office, and I'm gonna try and set something up for my son. I just don't want him to grab it and mess it up. My boy here sent me a Roberto Clemente bat. It's beautiful. So we're waiting on Tim Johnson when he's done with his interviews he's doing right now for Good to Go. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that link when you can. We will be on. Oh, he's about to jump in here. So if you guys, again, this is Tim Johnson. He is a heavyweight for Bellator. He's fighting Fedor Emelianenko. I believe that's how you say it. October 23rd. So he'll be fighting on Saturday. Kind of crazy. Uh-oh. Here he is. What's up, dog?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Bro, where are you at right now?
I'm sitting in Moscow.
What the fuck?
Yeah. We got beautiful Moscow sitting right out here. We got.
That's insane, dude. Hold on, I gotta take.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to. So I tried getting into the Kremlin yesterday, and they wouldn't let me.
What's the Kremlin? What is that?
Dude, that's like their parliament, man. That's where all their government officials and all that stuff is. And then I was like, hey, can I go tour? And they were just like, no.
No, you're a spy, dog.
Pretty much. So yeah, we went down to like the Red Square. That that's where all their government stuff is at. And yeah, the whole time I was down there going, this is cool. I don't think of many. There's a pretty short list of Americans that get to do this.
Bro, it's crazy to see the growth of your career. You know what I'm saying? I've been following it, and I'm sitting on my phone scrolling through every MMA like page I follow, right? And all of a sudden it's like you're fighting Fedor. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Are you kidding me? Dog, that is, I mean, I imagine for you, this is one of those fights where it's a no-brainer. You're gonna fight this, right? And it's an honor no matter what. Like, just to get in the ring with this dude is got to be a dream come true.
No, absolutely. I mean, every heavyweight on any organization, wherever the heck it was, if they had an opportunity to fight Fedor, would be raising their hand saying, yes, I'll fight Fedor. Just because of who he is. I mean, on a professional standpoint, actually it's kind of a, I should say, on a personal standpoint, this is like a win-win. On a professional standpoint, it's kind of a lose-lose. He is an unranked fighter. He is older.
Yeah.
But it's still Fedor.
It's like playing one-on-one with Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting a chance to stand in that ring with a legend, and for your own personal career, what an honor that is, dude. But I'm gonna tell you, bro, you're looking fucking good.
I'm feeling pretty dang good, I tell you that. For my last fight against Moldovsky, which ironically was Fedor's student, I kind of laid off the weights a little bit and hit the treadmill more to be in shape for him. This time was vice versa. It was more weights, less treadmill, because I wanted a little more pop to the power.
Yeah, dude, your arms are looking big. You're looking lean. You're looking the best I've seen you in a long time in the ring. I saw a picture with you and Fedor next to each other, and you have him by what, an inch or so?
About 3 inches.
Damn, bro.
And the picture, I might have cheated a little bit. I'm wearing my boots so I could have a little extra inch, so I could look a little bit.
Yeah, I saw there was a height advantage, which is dope. And you also look like the more fit man. I mean, but Fedor's never been a guy that looks like a specimen. He's just
he's always looked like his torso is just a keg.
Yeah.
He's always looked that way, man.
Yeah, he looks like he just sits in the corner of the bar, and when you need him, he shows up.
Pretty much, and when you talk to him, he's that way too, man. When we first met, we've been crossing paths, but they were on the opposite side of the rooms and stuff. Today, we were sitting down before a press conference. He walked right over, hey, shook a hand. and he's a true has true respect for the sport. You know, I mean, that's him. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't get into the opponent trash talk. He's a true believer in the sport and respects it.
Yeah, I've never seen him be. He doesn't. He's never fallen into the bullshit of like the hype side of the social media and promoting a fight with whatever it is. Like, there's fighters out there that do that, and shit. Jake Paul's made a living doing it.
He has. You know what? One nice thing about every fighter who's boxing or MMA who's put in their lumps for 10 years, like me, I rolled my eyes at the Jake Paul, but he gets the one good thing he has been putting on some people on blast, and he gets to without being punished like certain other athletes can't say.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like he can. It's a different world in his space, and it bothers me a little bit as a fight fan, as someone who grew up around I grew up in the boxing world. My dad being a big cut man in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in this whole space of it, and so there's a little bit of a different respect for the game than that I have that other people might not. That right? Like that.
Yeah.
And then to see someone come in there and start making all this money and not put in the work behind it. Not saying he's not now. I see him training a lot, but it was a different approach he took, and it was frustrating for me to watch to see the paychecks that he was pulling. That some of my boys like you and other guys could probably will never get.
No, definitely not. And that's I gotta say I'm much happier over here at Bellator. I will say that. Definitely making a lot more money with them, and it's more personal with throughout my career, people, my last couple of years at Bellator. One of the things that journalists always like to ask me, what's the biggest difference between UFC and Bellator? And I'd be like, behind the scenes, UFC, everyone there is super nice, but you're kind of a number there would be the best way to look at it. Over here at Bellator, it's a little more personable. Like if I needed to get Scott Coker on the phone, I could call him up and be like, hey, I got a problem. I couldn't do that. I was too low on the chipping pole in the UFC. I couldn't get Dana on the phone to save my life. You know what I mean? And I tried. I was like, hey, I need to talk to Dana. And he's busy. He can't set it up. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like you were a small fish in a big pond, and in Bellator, I think everyone has kind of the fair amount of voice, which is cool.
No, absolutely, and it's my first. It looked like I was going to be pretty short tour here in Bellator too, but they gave me opportunities, and finally stepped up to them.
Dude, the heavyweight space is always a scary one. So my former brother-in-law, was a heavyweight boxer, and he was 100. He was 225 pounds.
Yeah.
In a weight class that could be right, like you could be 260.
Yep, I know.
And dude, it was either he won or he got knocked out, right? Like it was like
That's
heavyweight, bro.
That's heavyweight, bro. I know. It's one of the guys I was my training partners for this Sergey Spikov. He fought like a month ago and he got knocked out like in the first round, but those first 3 minutes he was looking good, looking clean. And he's still kind of young yet. So when I was training with him, like, I was watching your fight, dude, and he's like, oh, I know. I was like, don't hang your head, man. That's just a heavyweight world. Like you're fighting good, you're fighting smart, and unfortunately we're big guys, and when one lands flush, that can be it.
That's it, dude. Like I remember the Pat Barry Czech Congo fight where like they're both flopping around. It's like this is it, right? And
yep, I know.
Watching some of these heavyweights, it's the scariest. I like to watch it because I know like one hit is it all it takes, and it's just crazy. And so
that's why heavyweight's so captivating.
Yeah. That's why it's been the big money tickets in boxing. That's why it's a big exciting thing when you see two big heavyweights going at. Like anytime Fedor fight, I always try to find a way to watch it. And here's the crazy thing: Fedor went like I don't know, ton of fights, and like for a long time he had that.
Was it like 17 straight or something like that?
Something insane. And he hadn't.
But he went on that run a couple times, like where he had like 17 loss and then like 12, and then no.
And people was like, man, he's unbeatable. And then when Verdum, I think it was Verdum who first ended up beating him.
Yeah.
It changed everything. I think it made everyone go like, oh, he's he's beatable, right? Like he started to grow this thing where I think people were just scared.
Oh,
And-
that's like the straight up like Rocky, man. When they're in one corner saying, "See, he is human. He does bleed." It's kind of the same thing. Fedor had that persona about him that he was untouchable.
I felt the same. As soon as I saw him lose, I was like, oh, damn. And then he lost another match. I'm like, oh, here we go. This dude is human. You know what I mean? And so, like, I don't know, man. This fight is exciting for me because I told my wife, like, I thought it was last week, and I'm tuning in. I was like, no, it's not. It's the wrong week. So I'm excited about it, man, because I'm just – Facebook is frozen. Oh, whatever.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you can go to YouTube. Find it on YouTube. I don't know. Either way. So, dude, so people who don't know, tell them about your background because, you're in the military. You re-enlisted recently again back into the military, didn't you?
Oh, you there now? I was kind of getting some feedback there.
Oh, am I frozen? Shouldn't be. You got me now?
I can hear you, but it's like I got some feedback. I mean, it must be the Russian internet.
Ah, okay.
Oh, there we go. Now I got you though cleared.
Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna move.
Okay. All right. It's like the static on the TV, man.
So tell me about your background so the people that are watching right now can learn more about you, your military service, and everything else.
Yeah, man. I started out wrestling. I'm from a little farming community in Southwest Minnesota. I grew up on a hog farm. Like a lot of throwing hay bales and not all automated feeding system. Like I had to carry around 5 gallon buckets full of feed to feed the hogs in the morning and at night. And that kind of instilled the work ethic. Went to college to play football. They changed my position on me and I sucked. So I switched over to wrestling in college and just kind of moved on with that. And after wrestling in college, just kind of fell into fighting, quite literally fell into it. Had no desire to fight. Heavyweights are few and far to come by. And a couple area heavyweights are like, hey, just come in and train with us, roll around with us. We just need a body. Don't worry about fighting. So, okay. I think within like 8 weeks, I took my first pro fight.
You're like, well, screw it. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And it was on the regional level. So, my first probably 6 fights of my career, all I did was go out and wrestle people because I'm like, I can get away with that.
Yeah.
And then, one knocked off a bunch of them and, ended up getting signed to UFC. And I took my first UFC fight. I still didn't know how to throw a proper combination. I had zero striking at all. Like, I had no clue what the heck I was doing on my feet. And, kind of lit my way through the UFC and, finally started getting a little comfortable. Everything kind of came together the last couple of years now. Military wise, I took a little break between my 2 colleges and joined the Minnesota Guard. Headed over for the pullout of Iraq in 11 and 12. So I got some time over there. 2016, I ended my 10 years. So I pulled out, didn't extend. And then I was always planning on going back and getting my other 10. And I was talking to a recruiter buddy just last year, and he's like, "Hey, Tim, how long have you been out now?" I'm like, 4.5 years. And he's like, "Well, I know you're planning on coming back in. If you wait any longer, you're gonna have to go to a pseudo kind of basic training again." And I'm like, how long is that? He's like, like 5-6 weeks, something like that. I'm like, I ain't doing that. So I'll just screw it. I'm just gonna sign the dotted line again and just get it over done with. So I've been back with Minnesota Guard here for the past year again. And yeah, things change, but they stay the same, I guess.
Yeah. It's funny. Here's the crazy thing. So today is it the 21st over there? I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah, I'm on the same day as you right now. It's 6 o'clock at night over here. Or almost 6 o'clock at night.
Okay, so today is October 21st, right? And it is I retired today from the military, 18 years.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
2 years short?
2 years short. I had, it was a medical retirement, so I'm pretty much.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. They were trying to kick me out. I was like, "You're not kicking me out. We're fighting this one."
Yeah. No, absolutely.
No, life got too busy with everything going on, and I'm still struggling with several injuries from the military. That I'm like, look, we got to figure something out here because I can't do everything anymore. I was trying to get my E8 before I got out, but I couldn't even find the time to go my NCO development courses. Life gets busy, bro.
No, it does. It does.
And the military doesn't pay very well compared to your civilian job, and so it's this like you got to either you go active, you get activated and get the full paycheck of the benefits, or you can manage that weekend, 1 week in a month kind of thing. And I couldn't manage either.
Yeah, no, I hear you there. Another reason to rejoin. In fighting, I'm an independent contractor. There's one other career that fighters align with very well with, and ironically, it's strippers. We're not part of like the business. I'm under contract with Bellator, but I am my own entity. It's got the same thing with dancers. They have to pay for the club, but they're not employed by the club. So we don't get, we don't get health insurance. We don't get, retirement or any of that stuff. So, that's another positive for rejoining the military as well.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like barbers are very similar. A barber just pays, they're contractors. They usually pay for their little space.
Yep.
And that is it. And so they make their money. They pay their rent for the space, and they cut hair. I own a barbershop here in town. And I was like, I know that one. That I get.
Yeah. So I mean, so I guess we can add a third one: barbers, strippers, and fighters.
Well, dude, I see you're sponsored by the company, and I'm actually going to put a link into here. Is there like a promo code for you or anything, or is it just supporting them?
Not yet. I know that will be. We just kind of linked up, just got the paperwork signed and everything last week. And I can't be happier that with the company that I'm with right now. Honestly, I think I line up with them, and they line up with me and my beliefs, and to me that's more important than they get paid for sponsorship or anything. I actually 100%. Want to be part of my company, the company that supports me.
Yeah, you're representing everything that you represent in your personal life as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
And those of you guys who are saying the podcast isn't working for some reason, Facebook is down, but you guys can go to YouTube, you can go to Twitch, you can go to Twitter, you can go to LinkedIn. It's all live on those, and it's still working. But yeah, dude, that company, I've followed them for a while, and I just love what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The message is dope.
Yeah, and they, when we were in the first talks, I've been following them for a couple of years, and finally I'm just like, I'm gonna send them a message, see how it goes, and talking to, kind of their, I didn't talk to Justin, one of the co-founders right away. They kind of had a buffer in between, and we talking to her name was Billy, and she was like, well, tell me a little about yourself. And I went, you know what? I went to a trade school for 2 years. I went to a university and got my degree. Ironically, I'm gonna go back and use my trade. If I would have kept going in my trade school, I would have had that degree. That's going to be my career after fighting. Like I've always been a blue collar guy, and I think it's kind of turning back around. But there was a time when they push universities so hard that people almost turn up their nose at blue collar people, and I always kind of got under my skin. Like, it doesn't, blue collar is what runs America. I mean, it's what keeps it going.
Right. All the food you get, and somebody's out there working hard to put that there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying it's something to turn up your nose at.
Exactly. I understand that completely, and I love the dirty hands, clean money. First time I saw that shirt, I was like, man, I fucking love that more than anything.
Yeah.
So that's a good.
I can't wait. They sent me a bunch of stickers. I'm gonna plaster them all over my sled.
Awesome, man. That's dope, bro. I'm excited for this fight, man. And you look like you're in the best shape. What have you done different? In did you bring a personal trainer on with you, or you just kind of changed up the way you trained?
I've been working with a strength and conditioning coach, Eric Sweeney, out of Fargo, North Dakota here. Met up with him about halfway through my UFC career. Like, prior to that, I didn't even have a strength and conditioning coach. I was just going in the practice room. And I never really touched the weights. The only time I hit weights was on deployment because there's nothing else to do. Even when I was a college athlete, I was kind of that lazy half-ass guy who never went into the weight room. I wish you could change it. That's 2020, right? Yeah, but we kind of worked. He kind of reprogrammed me over the years, and the last 2 or 3 years, everything's kind of coming together. And it was great working with him. This time we just kind of focused on a little more power movements and not so much endurance, because it's only a 15-minute fight, and Fedor, I don't think he's going to be running around as much as that last guy.
No,
so I don't need to
come at you and
Yeah.
finish the fight, and all you can do is try and finish it faster.
Exactly. I mean, it's not good. It's not eating one of those punches. It's going to be giving one of them. So, from here forward, I'm actually a little chubbier than I was really wanting to be, but bouncing back and forth in my camp. I think I went back to Minnesota like 3 times during this camp. Wedding and military, drills and whatnot.
Life.
Yeah, life. And so it kind of was hard to stick as hard to my, I had a pretty strict diet, so but it was hard to stick to it this time around. So next camp, gonna try to reload and stick to it to a T and trim down a little bit more. That and the daughter walking around and getting into everything now, it's kind of hectic.
Bro, I have my little boy who's turning 2 here soon, and then I have my daughter going to be born in the next like 5 days, might even be today.
Yeah.
That is like, I'm 40 years old, bro, and I'm like, man, this kid is wearing me out. I gotta. The house is baby proofed, and it needs like double baby proof with this knucklehead. He's a monster, bro. So I know how it is, and it's really easy. Like I'm trying to get in shape for Mayans, right? And so I've been trying to cut down. I'm going to the gym every day. It's almost like I'm in fight camp for this little world.
Yep. No, absolutely.
And it's real easy to just get tired and just say, screw it, let's go get some donuts. The kids always have really good cereal. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you don't need to explain it to me. I get it. I get it. That's why, I was on top of everything else. While I was in the UFC, man, I drove truck, and even when first year here, I was driving truck for Bellator. And yeah, man, stopping off, grabbing some gas and truck stop food. I get it.
I drive to LA and back from Utah 9 hours. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
There ain't nothing healthy on the way. A lot of gas station, fried foods is what I do, and I got to find a way to around that one.
Yeah, that's why I try to get my get my fights before snowmobile season, because I know I'm driving to I'll be driving to Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, California. I'll be driving all over the place, and I'm gonna be stopping at every gas station getting snacks. So just know it.
Yeah. Hey, any of you guys have questions? You guys can ask Tim right now, anytime. We got about another 10 minutes, and then we're out of here. But Timmy, man, it's been crazy to watch, man. And is there what do you weigh right now? What's your weight?
Walking up. Let me see. I woke up this morning like 262.
Okay, that's good, dude.
Yeah, no,
you're a big dude, man.
Yeah, I used to like.
Well,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, my strength conditioning coach kind of got me straightened out a little bit. My UFC days, I had a long layoff, honestly, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit this. I'd be floating around 300 in between fights, and that was just bad habits.
Yeah.
Not training, not being a professional, and now after fights are over, I kind of stay hovering around that 270, 275 range. Not allowing myself, but end goal is post fight, even a month after a fight, kind of be sitting 265 and trimming down to 255 is the end game.
Yeah, that'd probably be a really fast version of you, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, times are changing. We had a press conference. I brought it up that it's not, heavyweights now. The diagram isn't a big boy who trims down to 265. They're a hybrid now. They're like 240, like 245, and they're athletic and quick.
They're monsters.
And now I gotta, I can either keep doing this and kind of limp around, maybe keep winning, or gotta adapt with the change. Gotta adapt with the times.
Yeah. When you saw Stipe go to heavyweight, it was just a very lean heavyweight, and I was like, man, I really like seeing that, because it's all the danger with athleticism is scary as shit, man.
Yep. No, absolutely. I will say his first go last go around with Francis, he looked a little too small to be handled.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, like he looked too small.
No matter what, bro, because Francis is the scariest dude alive. I saw that.
Yeah, I'll second that. Going with Francis because we both train at Extreme, and he is hard on the body.
Bro, he's a very, very intimidating dude. Great athlete with all the size added. Like those are the guys you need to start competing with, right? Like,
dude, he's got like an 8-pack, and he's 278 pounds.
How scary! That's a superhero.
It is. It legitimately is. It's like DC went and, hey, we're gonna design a UFC fighter. That's what we came up with.
Yeah, that dude's a monster.
Yeah.
I want to come out and spar with you lightly. I don't need to I'd love to do some rounds in the ring with you just to say I have and just to have some fun, man, get some cardio in and
that's the way I spar, man. I mean, on top of everything else changing, I remember, MMA, like the sport's always evolving, training's always evolving. And I remember, back in like early career, like, 2013, 2014, like training, everyone did this, man. They would just put on the gloves and go try to knock everybody out, like in your room. That was like the way that you trained. That's the way we thought you had to train to fight.
Everyone did.
Now,
I did it my whole life, dude. My whole life. And it's like you show up on a Friday, we're sparring. Is like, cool. You're fighting, dog. You're fighting. You put on the mouthpiece, you put on your nut guard, and you go in there and throw down. And that's why a lot of people were so intimidated by it. And I was like, man, I don't know if this is right or not. But, as a fight fan, it's like the chin has mileage, and I'm pretty much losing all my mileage in sparring.
Yep, exactly. And, that's, last couple of years, and especially now, like, this one, not timing sparring, but just one level above timing sparring.
Yeah.
That's all you need. You can get conditioning elsewhere, man. Like, exactly what you said. There's only so many everyone's punch meter is different. And once that punch meter's hit, you're pretty much done. You might as well save that damage for the real fight, not in the room. Yep.
If you're a fight fan, we've all seen the great ones we follow. All of a sudden, their chin goes to glass, and it's just there's something we don't know what it is, right? All of a sudden, like Chuck Liddell, all of a sudden it's just they're done. Their careers, and so it's like, and it's weird. The evolution of fighting, it's evolved so much from the beginning of jiu-jitsu focus and then ground and pound, and then it continues to evolve into something different. But there's a lot of fighters these days that are not heavy sparring at all. There's guys
Max Holloway totally done sparring now. Zero sparring in his camps. And I think that was I agree with it too. This camp, like I don't think let me see, 8 weeks. I like to test myself once or twice a camp. Get one day in where I get 5 hard rounds in.
Yeah.
Just to see where you're at.
Yeah.
After that, I go to pitter patter. Like just a little butt pitter patter. Just get your timing down, range down.
Work on
grappling. Grappling live, but I don't need to take punches to the head.
Yeah, no, I don't see a reason ever to do that ever again. And it's great for the fighters' longevity, for the health of the fighters. There's guys that show up to fights with concussions because they need the money.
That's the reason I brought up Max. He got pulled. What was that? 3 years ago or 2 years ago?
He was scared.
Like he was in his interview and like he was making zero sense. They actually, it was the day before the fight, and the commission stepped in and pulled him. Because he got a head kicked like the week before coming in. Like he was all messed up.
I watched that interview and I was like, oh my God. And that's
he had like a lazy eye, and like, and then it looked
like a stroke. I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
That's like a big testament. Like there's no need for some reason this year there's been a lot of death in fighting, boxing and MMA. And I mean, at some point we have to look and see what's the factor, and almost always there's pre-existing injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. And that there's a little bit of responsibility on the individual too, because we have teams, we have camps, but and your commission, say you get knocked out of a fight, commission says, hey, no contact for 4 months.
Yeah,
half those guys, probably most of those fighters after 2 weeks are back in there sparring.
Yeah, man. And you know why I feel bad? Is that you only get paid sometimes by fighting.
Yeah, that's it. You only get a long layoff, man. You got
to figure out a job. You got to figure out work.
Yep. And between like my whole UFC career, I was working 2 jobs while I was in the UFC.
Bro, I'm doing as a Mayans MC guy on a TV show. I was doing the same.
Yeah, no,
like, I go home and go straight to work. There is no break for me because when that page, it's like I'm catching up, dog. You know what I mean? Like those paychecks are spent as soon as they show up.
Yeah, no, and that's I mean, can you label it? Is that part of the hustle? Is it right? I mean, I don't know. It's because then I look, I'm like, someone commented something on my Instagram post right when I moved to Vegas. The move was expensive and I had a long layoff, and so I was driving truck. I was hauling loads from Vegas to LA for $300 round trip. Yeah, that was a headache. So and then someone commented, I made a post. Someone commented, hey, why don't you just concentrate on fighting full time? And I commented back to him, I was like, And it got me thinking, like, wow, that's actually a true statement. I'm like, majority of UFC fighters and MMA fighters, professional fighters in general, I'd probably say 90% of them have a little side gig, a little side job, like because they have to. You only get paid when you fight.
MMA does not pay as well as boxing does. Boxers, if you're in a middle to upper echelon, you get paid a lot better than you do at MMA, and so they have some of them can survive. But UFC actually hurt their fighters when they took away the sponsors as well. That when they took away the sponsors, you pulled probably 50 to 100K. Some of the top level fighters that lost all that sponsorship money, and I think that's why I do like Bellator, because they give you guys the opportunity to market your business as a fighter, and hopefully give you the ability to get a sponsor to pay your way so you can focus on fucking fighting.
Yep, and that's kind of the way that you have to look at sponsorships. I don't think people look at sponsorships, they think it's just added on to your purse. Well, the point of a sponsorship is to aid the fighter during his camps, and when he's not fighting, that's like the extra income. Fight camps are expensive, and that's what sponsorships for. It's to help you alleviate the fighter paying for medicals. We have to pay for our own medicals. We have to fly. I got 2 tickets, luckily being on the main event, but I had to fly my third corner over here. That's out of my paycheck too. That's what sponsors are supposed to do and help with. And unfortunately, I got late. I was late to the social media game. Like I said, I was just some little corn-fed boy from Minnesota who's like, I want to go back to flip phones and shit. So I never tried building up like a social media. I didn't get it at the time, and the UFC forced me to get Instagram in like 2016. I was with them for like 2 years, and they finally made me, hey, you better freaking get this. I'm like, okay. And now I understand the relevancy of it. Like, that's the day we live in now. It's social media world.
Resume. It's a way to market yourself. It's your brand.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And you are a business as much as you are a fighter.
Yep. My wife had to drill that, and she's like, Tim, you're a business. Like you're not you. You are your persona, I guess you could say.
Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we all have to think of it as like Vince Vargas is a business, right? I'm a marketing guy. And so when you can swallow that pill, because it's not easy I don't like it either, dog. Trust me.
Yeah, no. I hate doing that, and I just absolutely I like the toot my own horn shit. I hate doing that, but it's part of it.
It's the worst thing in the world. I try not to do it. I still sometimes I'm like, yeah. People are like, oh yeah, all right, you're on the. I'm like, all right, whatever. Next.
yeah, cool.
It's uncomfortable, but bro, you can say this. It took a lot of hard work to where you got and what you're doing, and I know that hustle of working jobs outside of what everyone perceives is one thing when the reality is another. And so I just love what you're doing, and I want to always give you my support and shit, dude.
I appreciate it. I think you're a well-loved individual, especially within the veteran community. You always you're helping. You're walking the walk, so to speak. There's a lot of people that like to do the talk and then just kind of tail off in the back end. You're not one of those guys, so yeah, that's why I was more than happy to come on your podcast.
I appreciate it, bro. Anyone else you want to hit with links or sponsors, please say them now. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, my new sponsor, Trollco. They are my new home, as I could say, and I could be happy to be with them. Make sure you guys head over to there, guys. Check them out. Like Vince was saying, he's been following them for years. They have a great message. They have, and they've been already welcome me with open arms and then some. And then I have a couple of sponsorships in Texas Oil Group. I actually met them through one of my sponsors, Burbiz. They're all veteran-owned companies, and they give back all kinds to the veteran community. And H&I Nutrition out of Fargo, they've been with me since my early days, and through my ups and downs, they didn't care. They've always had my back, even on the downside.
Beautiful. I love it, man. And again, good luck. I'll be watching and cheering you on. And bro, It's an honor to speak with you, and it's an honor to be able to watch you fight another legend in the game. And I imagine there's going to be a fight 10 years down the road of someone who's excited to fight you as well, another legend in the heavyweight space.
I hope I wrap up my career before 10 years down the road.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Like I said, if my punch counter isn't punched yet, I guess I'll still go out there.
That's it, man. All right, brother, man. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us, man. And be safe out there. Hit me up.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. We are gonna wrap it up. And it's awesome to have my boy Timmy show up. And dude, it's just cool to watch him, see what he's doing in the MMA space, and I love it. We're gonna finish with a couple sponsors, and I'm out of here. Let's do this again because I'm not sure if somebody missed it. We're having some trouble with the feed, but
what's up, guys? Billy Beach here from Supreme Lending. Just wanted to take a few minutes to reach out and give you guys an opportunity to reach out to me with all of your VA loan questions. I've done a handful of loans for Vince and actually a lot of guys through the Drinking Bros, the podcast. I've been a lender for over 20 years. I'm a veteran myself, 10 years Air Force, done thousands and thousands of VA loans, and we just really want to be here to support you guys. So go check out the website, www.billybeachfinance.com. Up at the top, there's a little red button that says for information from VinnyRoc Podcast. Click that, enter your information in there. Any questions you have, any scenarios, guys, if you want to know specific things about the VA loan, if you're getting answers from your current lender or realtor or whatever that don't seem right or you have confusion, reach out to us. We just want to be a source of information. Obviously, we're here to do loans as well and help you guys out. But if you need anything from us, BillyBeachFinance.com, little red button at the top, fill out the form, and we'll get you taken care of.
Boom, boom, boom. Last one.
Hi, my name is Matt Shoda, one of the owners of Beach Tree Laboratories. I want to talk to you for a second about COVID testing. If you need COVID testing, stay open. If you're a restaurant and you need to test your employees, a doctor's office, you need to check your employees, a school, you need to check the students. Allow us to help you. We guarantee 24-hour turnaround time on all testing. We send every positive to the state lab for DNA sequencing. We're picking up all the variances. We're very fast, we're very accurate, and we want to partner with you.
Yo, I'm not sure what happened on Facebook with the pausing, but I'm sorry about that. I'll try and figure out why. But if you guys are interested in seeing the podcast that we did today and it didn't work on Facebook for you, you can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on Twitch. You can find it on LinkedIn. A lot of places you can find it. Either way, we'll see you next week on Wednesday, unless I have a baby. All right, y'all. Love you. I'm out.